Welcome to the Super Dave Osborne Show. Tonight featuring a special surprise guest, Katie Lang, Fuji Hakayito. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the star of the Super Dave Osborne Show, the one, the only Super Dave Osborne.
Thank you and welcome to a great show. And before I do anything else, I have an unbelievable honor right now, a chance to present someone who I'm sure you love as much as I do. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Steve Allen. I don't want to disappoint you, but he's not here to perform. No. He said that he would come up as long as I didn't make him perform because he is doing so many things now. I'm honoring that wish, but he is here for a presentation. If I could have that quickly, please. Oh. Steve Allen, it is my great pleasure to present to you the Super Dave Osborne Television Academy Hall of Fame, which honors you for your unbelievable brilliance. And I want to say that this award is given to you because of your brilliant pieces, The Man on the Street, Big Bill Allen,
The Laughing Reporter,
and Question Man. Those three, my staff looked at those three and they said, that's about as good as it gets.
Well,
so
thank
congratulations.
You. Thank you. Yeah. Soup, I appreciate that, but you did not mention letters to the editor, so
Well, my staff looked at those other three and they said that was better than letters to the editor, so... Well, you're honored anyway, so
yeah,
it doesn't really matter.
But to hell with your staff. They don't know anything about comedy. I mean, your staff consists of cameramen and lighting men. You saw what they did a minute ago, so what would they know? What would they know about comedy? It's my funniest routine. It's a classic. Letters to the editor.
You have the award, and congratulations.
Thanks so much,
Thank you very much.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.
I'll tell you what I would like to do. There's a lot of young people here, probably never saw this routine, don't realize it's a classic. I would be willing, just for a minute or two, to do a little bit of it to establish the truth.
I think this is very unfair because I promised you we're not prepared for this. Because in that routine, I remember you needed a desk and a chair and a hat and a newspaper.
That's all I need.
And we don't have that, Jack, do we?
You have anything like that?
Hang on, we'll see if we can bump it. Just hang on.
All right, but I wouldn't want you to work. That isn't why I asked you to come here.
For me, it's not work, and I'm not...
You might as well do it. I really hate to have you do this.
That's okay. It'll just take a minute.
All right.
I'm going to take just a moment, Soup, to put on my screaming glasses. There they are. Now, these these are actual letters to editors of newspapers around the country. And the thing is that people write letters when they are furious about something. Don't they, gang? Of course they do. Right. Well, the problem is very often when you read these letters, you don't get angry, and I think that's wrong. So I'm going to read some of them right now with my old newspaperman's hat. There we are. And I'm going to read them in the emotion in which they were written. The letters are real. I changed nothing except the name of the sender to prevent a punch in the mouth. All right, here we go. Number one, why aren't those lousy, stinking pigeons cleared out of New York City? Yes. It's a disgrace that this great city should be infested with these slimy, diseased parasites. Oh, yes. They aren't any good, and they just flap around messing up buildings and making everybody sick with their dirt. That's the story. Yes. Signed, Walter Pigeon. All right. Here's another. I love letters that start by telling us how sick and tired the people are. All right. I'm getting a little sick and tired of reading about how Cher and her boyfriend want more privacy and how they can't stand to have their pictures taken. Yes. Doesn't Cher realize that these photographers have to make money too? They have families to support, my friends. And if Cher doesn't want her lousy picture taken, let her go into another line of business. And maybe struggle for a living. Yes. Signed, Sean Penn. Just one more. I'm getting so furious I can't stand much more of this. All right, just a moment. There we are. Okay. Is it me, or is it everybody else that's upset about this incredible, ridiculous story about Elvis Presley still being alive? Yes. Whatever happened to rest in peace, huh? Oh, the next thing you know, people will claim to have seen Abraham Lincoln and George Washington walking around the streets. Let the king rest, for Pete's sake, and let's not be so consumed with the physical, mystical afterlife. We've got enough problems just living these days. Signed, Jimmy Hoffa. That's it. I can't stand any more of this.
Steve Allen, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Every time I have this next young lady on my show, your response is just amazingly overwhelming, and so we'll keep having her back as long as she agrees to come. It is my great pleasure to once again present the fantastic Katie Lang singing "I'm Down to My Last Cigarette." Katie Lang, ladies and gentlemen.
The coffee's all gone and my eyes burn like fire. It's way past the hour when most folks retire. You told me you'd call me, but you haven't yet, and I'm down to my last cigarette. I'm down to my last cigarette, and I know what made you forget. Well, you're still out there somewhere with someone you met, and I'm down to my last cigarette. Get it, boys. I can't leave this room. You might call while I'm gone. The minutes seem like hours. It soon will be dawn. And on top of all of my tears and regrets, I'm down to my last cigarette. I'm down to my last cigarette, and I know it's so hard to forget. Well, you're still out there somewhere with someone you met, and I'm down to my last cigarette. Oh, I'm down to my last cigarette.
Great, guys. Great. Terrific. Sensational. Katie Lang, ladies and gentlemen. Great. Katie Lang, thank you very much. All right, I've got to go do a stunt now, so if you'll just go in on the light wall, I'll see you over to Mike Walden. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. This is Mike Walden. We've got another sensational episode of the Super Dave Osborne Show for you. And the stunt that the Super One is going to be performing tonight is really the jewel at the top of the crown. And speaking of a jewel, hey, here he comes right now. Super Dave, accompanied by his faithful stunt coordinator, Fuji Hakayito. Fuji, Super Dave, good to see you.
Great to see you. Great show, huh?
Oh, it's a great, great show.
Well, I'm really happy with it, and the stunt I'm going to do to close it tonight will make it even a more phenomenal show. It's a very exciting stunt. Fuji has come up with it, and I think you're going to love it. Fuji, if you'll go over to the stunt area, I'll meet you there in a couple of minutes.
We're not going to see the stunt right now?
No, Michael, what we're going to do right now is, you know how I love to work with young people.
Yes.
Well, I put together 4 young men who have formed the Super Dave Cycle Troupe, and they'll be going on the road with me all over the North America and in Europe. And when you see what they do, it's really going to excite you, I think.
Well, are they here right now?
Absolutely.
Oh, well, let's go meet them.
Okay. Here they are. I'd like to introduce each one individually. This is Donald. And Donald, you may say hello.
Hi.
And Donald has been with us for 6 months.
A little
And,
shy.
Yes, he is. But he makes up for it on the bike, I'll tell you that much. He's learning the floor exercise. He's not as good as he will be, and he's got the nickname of Bigfoot.
Bigfoot?
Yeah, absolutely. And let me say that these guys don't give each other nicknames lightly. They have to respect one another before they give each other a nickname.
Okay,
So
Bigfoot.
Donald, you'll see him. Here is Michael, and Michael is known as King of the Road, and he is a very special young man to me. He is the only person I have ever traded for in my entire organization.
Traded for?
Absolutely. You remember Molly Stitzel, our nurse?
I do indeed.
Well, I traded her in some cash and got this young man, and he has made this troop what it is today. He'll knock your socks off. He's the greatest floor exercise man I've ever seen.
Well, he's got to be great because of Molly. She was great, too.
All right. Here is Ricardo. And Ricardo has been with us since he's been 3 months old, and he's relatively new on the bike, and he's starting in an aerial act, and he's known as Rookie. But he sure is coming along, and you'll be very proud of Ricardo.
Oh, he's got a nice smile, too, huh?
And here is Rick,
Rick,
and
yes.
he is known as Skydiver, and when you see him perform, you'll know why he's known as Skydiver.
Okay.
Guys, if you got your bike, we'll go one at a time.
All right. I'm really looking forward to this.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very proud to present number 1 on my cycle team. A man has been with me 6 months, Bigfoot. Here he is. Go ahead, Donald. Great job. Great job. Okay. Beautiful. Next, ladies and gentlemen, buckle down your seatbelts because this man is going to knock your socks off. He's a one and only. Here he is, the great Michael. Beautiful. All right. here he is. I want to say something. I taught that man the ending yesterday, and he's got it already. It's unbelievable. You're a quick learner. All right, go ahead. Next. All right, here he comes, Ricardo. Look at that. Unbelievable. All right. Great job. All right, and here he comes, the last of the four horsemen, the one and only skydiver. All right, Ricky, come on, guys. Sensational. All right, I can't tell you how proud I am. They were very nervous, and you really did yourselves beautifully, and great job. And Michael, come in here.
Listen, you said they were great, and they were great.
Well, I knew you'd be thrilled. I want to say something else that's going to make you equally as proud. As I say, these guys don't give away nicknames easily, and they love you so much. They said, can we give Mike a nickname? And I said, yes. What would you like to call him? And they said, how about the Incredible Putz?
Oh, that's fantastic.
I knew you'd love it. All right,
Yes,
guys,
indeed.
I'll see you. I'm about to do one of the most exciting stunts I've ever done in my career, and you know that says something.
Oh, absolutely.
Fuji, how does it look?
Looks good.
All right, if you'll step down. Mike, I call this stunt tonight rocket bike straight to hell.
I just feel like even the sound of that.
Well, I'll explain it to you. Believe me, it looks dangerous, and I've got it under control. Danny, if you'll come over here. What I'll be doing is, I'll be riding my rocket bike around in an oval twice. I will try to get up to a speed of about 90 miles an hour. I will then go up this platform, come around in a 360, which has never really been done before, but that's just a little bit of the stunt. I then take off in midair. When I reach about 30 feet in midair, I will attempt to do a flip on the bike. I will then come down that ramp and take a bow. It's absolutely, I believe, going to look spectacular. Now, I know what you're saying, Mike. You're saying, well, big deal. You're going up there 30 feet in the air. You're going to do a flip on a bike and come down there. I've seen you do that, Super Dave. But we've added something to the stunt tonight, Mike, and it makes it very special and very dangerous, Fuji.
Well, you've added something, Fuji?
Yes.
What?
That truck comes right through here, and Super Dave jump over the truck.
Well, I picked up a little of that, but
Well, Mike, what Fuji was trying to say is that 19-ton truck will drive right through here, and when I go over on my bike, I will not only be jumping the truck, but on the top of the truck will be a circle of fire, 5 feet high flames. And so in essence, I'm jumping a truck and fire while I'm upside down, spinning in the air, and it should really be a great ending to the show.
Well, who's driving the truck?
I
Fuji?
will be driving the truck.
Why, Fuji?
Timing is so important, I must drive.
Well, Fuji explains to me, Mike, that in his home country, he's known as Ching Lang, which means Mr. Timing. And this is a complete timing stunt. Again, it looks dangerous, but because kids don't try this at home. If you've got this set up in your backyard, don't attempt this, not even with a family car. Anyway, what I was saying is the timing is important because once I start on the bike, Fuji will be counting to 20. Remember, from 1 to 20, and in English. Yes.
20?
Yes.
Oh.
I hope he knows to
Boy,
20. Anyway,
let's talk this over. I don't really think you ought to go through with this.
Michael, if I don't go through with this, my show will start to become predictable. I risk my life, and that's why the people love the show. And when I stop doing that, I lose the energy to do the show anyway.
Well, okay.
So what we're going to do is I'm going to count from 1 to 20. You're going to count from 1 to 20. When you hit 20, you're through there. I'm in the air. You'll hop out of the cab and congratulate me.
Well, I hope everything goes right, but
Okay, you can go get in the truck.
I'm really nervous about this, Super Dave. I really have serious reservations about this whole thing because timing is so important and Fuji's driving the truck.
Mike, I need to be reminded of a lot of things in my life, and that's not one of them.
Well, I can just say then, Godspeed and good luck, Super.
Thank you very much. Why I picked a man like that to count to 20, I have no idea. Usually he uses his feet to count to 4. All right, guys. Start the fire, please. Danny, can you see that? As you can see, those flames are about 4 feet high. Oh, I can feel the heat from here. Fuji, start the truck. Remember, start with 1, go to 20. Okay, guys. Incidentally, I want to say this bike, Rocket Bike, is so high-powered, I can't kick-start it or self-start. It has to be pushed. That's how powerful the bike it is. Okay. Ready? Go. Go! 1.
As usual, Super Dave is Mike, so we can hear his every word.
4, 5, 6, 7. Hold it. Guys, come in here. What happened here? I could kill myself if this thing falls apart. Unbelievable. All right, we'll start over. Tell Fuji that we'll start with 1.
Super Dave, are you all right?
Oh, yeah, Putz, I'm perfect. I just wanted to get out in the sun for a minute. I'm fine, no problem.
Well, folks, there you have it. Another outstanding performance by the one and the only Super Dave Osborne.
I need help here.
Now, I know what some of you out there are thinking. Hey, he didn't do the 360.
Help me,
He
Putz.
didn't do the fly-through. But think of the punishment this man absorbed from this 19-ton machine.
I'm dying
this truck.
here.
You know the answer as well as I do. Only one person could do that,
Who?
and that is Super Dave Osborne. That's
Wrong, Mike. Totally wrong. I'm in
That's
pain.
our show for tonight, folks. Glad you could be with us. Join us again for another amazing stunt by Super Dave Osborne. Good night, everybody.
Help me, Putz.
Does Super Dave need my help?
Ching Lang wants to know if you need any help, Super.
Tell Ching Lang to... Also, tell him to move the truck. I'm dying here, Mike.
Get that truck out of here right now. Move it.
I've got about a minute to live. Help me. Well, that's my show. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you tune in for another episode of Super Dave. Thank you for watching. Fuji, do me a favor. Turn left about a mile up, and you can drop me off at a graveyard. I'd like to visit myself.